This video is going to be a quick review of converting between fractions, decimals, and percents. So we have the fraction 3/4, and to take the fraction 3/4 and to convert it to a decimal, what you need to do is you need to make the L and divide. So you do 3/4 and you make that L, which means 3 divided by 4. Then you go ahead, you put the decimals. 4 goes into 37 times. 7 times 4 is 28. You're left with 2. 4 goes into 25 times. What you can also think of is divide down. 3 divided by 4 is what you would type in on your calculator. To go from a decimal to a percent, this is where we've got that sappy love story going on. So the percent sign is going to be appearing, which means that this decimal is super thrilled and it's going to run 2 spaces over to result in the number 75%, because you don't have to put that percent sign, the decimal, if it's at the end close to the percent sign. Then going from percent to fraction. We know that percent means out of 100, so we're going to put 75 over 100. And then we have to simplify, so we're going to think in quarters. Divide by 25 over 25, and we're going to be left with 3/4. Now let's go the other way around the circle. Let's talk about taking 3/4 as a fraction and turning it into a percent. In order to do that, we take the fraction and we compare it to the number 100. We need a denominator of 100. 100 times 3 is 300. 300 divided by 4 is going to be 75. So my answer is going to be 75%, because it's whatever goes in that box. That's your answer. To go from a percent up to a decimal, this is where we've got that sappy love story still going on. So we're at 75%. The decimal's hiding out here. The decimal and the percentage and the percent sign are super happy until the percent sign disappears. And that decimal is devastated, goes running out looking, and we end up with 0.75. Last thing, to go from a decimal to a fraction, what you need to do is you're going to take that decimal. We're going to do hot summer day. That's where the glare is going to get in the way because it's so hot. So we've got 0.75, hot summer day, so hot that decimal is going to melt. It's going to drip down, forming a 1. 75, both of those numbers fry, become 0. We're left with 75 over 100. All we need to do now is simplify. I'm going to think in quarters because I know there's 25 cents in a quarter. 3/4 can go into 75 cents. 4/4 can go into 100 cents or $1. And I'm done. Your form is going to ask you to rate decimals, fractions, and percents and converting between the two. If you're doing a paper copy, what I want to know, which of these are you super familiar with that you feel you've got great and you don't need any more help on? And which one of these do you feel not so confident about that you really feel like you're struggling with? What can we focus on in class? That's what I'd like you to tell me on the form.